Today I'd like to walk you through the CTC MIDI. This is one of our cordless dust extractors, and yes, it features HEPA filtration like many other dust extractors in our lineup. Like the other dust extractors in our lineup, it has a lot of features, but this is a more compact mobile version. I'd like to start at the very top and we'll work our way down through. So on the very top, you notice it has a flat surface. This is a great place to set a tool while I'm working with it, to rest it, or use what we call the Systainer feature. In this case, I'm taking an energy set which has some of our batteries and chargers in it, placing it on top, latching it in place, and now it's close to the vacuum where I need it to be, making it very handy, of course, but also very mobile, so I can wheel it around or pick it up and move it this way. And I said this is one of our energy sets, which has a variety of batteries and chargers. This is a 36-volt unit and would run off of 2 of our 18-volt batteries. You can buy it with or without the batteries. We offer it 2 different ways. So if you already have some batteries, you're in a great place. Continuing down through the top, we can open the lid to what is called the hose garage. So the hose that is supplied, this is one of our tapered hoses, and it would fit inside. It also connects inside. And I'd like to point out the tool end connection because it has a couple of features here. One, it has a bayonet fitting. So when you put this on a tool, it's kind of a very secure connection so the tool doesn't separate from the hose. You don't lose any air or dust out of the way. There's also a little air brake built into here. So I can open up this air brake to let air bypass. And that's really great if I'm working with a detail sander, doing some very fine sanding, and I don't need a lot of suction force to move those very fine dust particles. I can break a little bit of the suction force right here at the end where the tool is. Continuing down from the top then, we're going to take a look at the control panel on the front. On the control panel, I have a large on-off switch. Located next to that is a manual button. I can push that button to actuate the CT manually. It also has a suction force controller, so you have a plus and minus setting, which increases or decreases the motor speed, which will affect the suction force. Combine that with the brake I showed you on the end of the hose, and you really can dial in perfectly the level of suction that you need. Next to that is a little window and a Bluetooth button. This will synchronize to a Bluetooth remote, which is included with the CT. And that also has a little strap that you can connect to the hose to place the remote very close to the end, which is incredibly handy. Likewise, if you're working with one of our 18-volt tools that has a Bluetooth battery, you can synchronize the Bluetooth with the dust extractor for automatic activation. Continuing down now from the control panel, we're going to move over to the side. First thing we're going to encounter here is a little door that you can open up. This is a bypass port. This is where the vacuum actually exhausts. And if I want to, I can connect a second hose here to exhaust the air somewhere else. So if I'm working indoors and whenever I'm sanding, I want to be able to move some of that exhaust to another room or maybe out a window, I can do that. Likewise, I can use it just as a blower. If I want to blow a surface off, connect the hose here, and it'll do that. Working back, we have an externally accessible main filter. This is the HEPA filter that is included with the dust extractor. We do offer other types of filters. There's a wet filter. There's also a more porous filter depending on the type of surfaces you're working with. But you can see it's very easy to access, remove, replace. You don't have to open the dust extractor to get to it. Right above that is this large green lever. This is the manual cleaning lever. So while the vacuum is running, I can activate this lever to clean out the filter and improve suction flow. Now we're going to remove the top and take a look on the inside. Inside is the bucket. And the bucket itself is a 15-liter, just under 4-gallon capacity wet. When I use it with a bag, it's about 12.5 liters. The filter bag that is included with it is what we call one of our self-cleaning filter bags. The material is going to filter dust particles down to 5 micron. It is sealable, so when it is full, I can remove it, seal it, and throw it away. And it will clean itself. And by that, what I mean is when the vacuum is turned on, the bag inflates. And when it's cycled off, it deflates. And when it does that, it helps break up any caking that might be on the inside of the filter bag, helping to ensure excellent dust extraction. So overall, you can see it is a fully featured dust extractor. Like I said, it is mobile. And as I'm using it here, I have the parking brake engaged. So when it's on the ground level, I can release that and let it roll. So as you can see, the CTC MIDI HEPA dust extractor is ideal for the job site. It's portable, it's lightweight, and it's fully featured.